Hello, I'm Jody Birchfield, and today I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble and reassemble an M9. The M9 is a weapon produced by the Beretta Corporation. It is the sidearm used by every branch of the United States military. Some safety concerns first. Always treat a weapon as if it were loaded. Even if you know you unloaded it, make sure that you treat it as if it were loaded. For instance, if I've just happened upon this weapon, then I'm going to treat it as it's loaded. I don't point it in any direction that is unsafe. I verify that it's unloaded before I do anything else. To do so, it's got a magazine in it. Let's get rid of the magazine. Magazine release right there. Magazine comes out. Nothing in the magazine. Let's make sure there's nothing in the chamber. Slide back, locking it back. Nothing in the chamber. So verified that this weapon is unloaded, and it is. Let's slide back. Now, to disassemble this weapon, what you want to do is locate the disassembly button. If you push that from the right hand side, that's going to push this pin up on the left hand side. It's going to allow this switch to slide forward. Just like that. And you can see the slide about to pop there. All you need to do is slide that off. Now, what you're left with is the frame, including the trigger assembly, the hammer assembly, magazine assembly, plus grips if you have a nice custom job and have a nice weapon, and the slide assembly. Now, the slide assembly has the recoil spring, the recoil guide, and the barrel. To further disassemble for cleaning, you'll want to remove the recoil spring and guide. To do so, you want to be careful that you don't shoot it across the room, because that can happen. You release the tension and take it off. Then you're left with the slide and barrel assembly and the recoil spring and recoil guide. To further disassemble, the barrel will unlock from the slide, and then you have the slide. Now that's a single piece of metal, so there's no further disassembly needed. And you have the barrel and the barrel guides. If you need to check the barrel, you can do so by shining a light. That will allow you to see if you have any pitting, any dirt, any residue. There you have a disassembled M9. To reassemble, and keep in mind sometimes this is very quick because you're in a battle situation. You want to reassemble the barrel slide combination, the recoil guide and spring fit together. Reassemble the barrel into the slide. There's a small notch where that fits through. It only goes one way. The spring fits into the spring keeper and goes against the notch in the barrel. Easy way to tell is if it's level. This is level, that's level. Doing good. The barrel slide assembly will then slide back on. All the grooves line up. If you want to lock it back, you can, but the idea is to get it back far enough so that you can. There's the button, there's the switch. Hold it back, lock back. Now, your weapon is reassembled. However, still nothing there. Empty magazine. The difference being, you can tell that there's ammunition there. Slam the magazine forward. Release with thumb. Now, in a combat situation, if that magazine, which was empty, I just put it in, is empty, it's going to lock back the slide. In a combat reload situation, you'll drop that magazine, again, magazine drop, and then reload a full one, and drop the slide. You're good to go. The hammer did not lock back because this magazine was empty. However, in a combat situation, the magazine won't be empty, and it will lock back, and you'll be ready to fire your next shot. A combat reload just takes just a couple of seconds, and that's the way they train us. One other thing, let me re-disassemble this. Not quite as fast as I'd like, but I'm still learning. Is the cleaning. We've got swabs, and you'll use a solvent to get rid of the pitting and the residue. There's also brushes that you can use to scrub out the residue. And of course, luckily, that's called being handy. Once again, reassembly. Slides down. Easier left-handed. Like that, level, level. Fits on the slide rails. Flip the switch back. Nothing in the chamber, so it's still unloaded. Good to go. And that is the disassembly and reassembly